In this video, I'll be unboxing an MGC 7, setting it up, and then giving my final thoughts about it in a review. I hope you guys enjoy. There it is, the MGC 7. So it looks like SES has started including some of these like half business card and half loop info with every order. These are very nice. And here is the MGC 7. It says scan before use. I have no clue what that is, and I'm using my phone to record this, so I can't scan it right now. I really like the box. It's just like the MGC 4, 5, and 6. Okay, there it is, MGC 7x7. This cube has been out for a while. It's not exactly new, but I did want a new 7x7 because I want to get into big cubes. So, I got this. Okay, just holding it, it is a little bit bigger than the Spark, which is what I'm used to, but I think I can get used to this because I do have bigger hands. So, I'm gonna do first turns. Okay, it's very fast. That's the first thing that I noticed. I believe when I first got my Spark, which was like 2.5 years ago, it was a lot slower than this. So since big cubes are best when they're fast, it's a good thing that just right out of the box it's fast, and then I can set it up and make it even nicer. Oh, these are really nice. Okay, the inner layer turns are literally effortless, especially compared to the Spark, my previous main. Yeah, they're just like the outer turns. I'm really liking this because, especially when you have to do stuff like inner slices, or even stuff like this maybe, on a 7x7, it's nice to have fast layers, and especially fast slices, because you'll be doing a lot of slices for edge pairing and centers, and it's really nice just to have a cube that's this fast. Okay, overall this cube definitely feels less stable than the Spark, but I think it's good enough so that it won't pop like every solve, especially if you set it up well. So I'm really liking this. Those are just my first impressions. I will do a lot of solves in this and see how it goes. So I'm going to be setting up this MGC 7 with Lunar, Stardust, and Vortex for the core. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, finally, everything should be reassembled now. Okay, everything is reassembled, and I'm going to use this lube. I'm going to put a little bit of Lunar on each layer. I don't want to overdo it, so I'm not going to use too much. That should be every layer, just those three, because I can get this to here like that. Now I'm going to break that in a little bit. Now I'm going to add Stardust. I'm going to put a little bit on every layer again, and a little bit extra in the middle layer. Alright, I'm done setting up this puzzle, and see you guys in the review. First, I just want to say that the MGC 7 is a very good cube. It's not perfect, and I want to talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses of it. So, starting with its strengths, the biggest strength it has is probably its speed. The MGC 7 is naturally a very fast cube, and on big cubes that actually matters a lot because the speed of the cube will directly affect how fast you're able to turn, whereas on something like 3x3 or 2x2, it's more dependent on your finger tricks and how accurate your turning is. But on a 7x7, the speed of the cube itself has a pretty big impact on how fast you can turn. Another one of the strengths is the inner layers. As I mentioned earlier in the video, the inners are great, they feel exactly like the outers. They are also very fast, and unlike the Spark, they are not slower than the rest of the cube. This is very helpful for doing centers especially, and also a bit of edge pairing, because having fast inners will allow you to do centers a lot faster. I think the magnets of the MGC7 are very good. I don't think they could be any better than what they are right now. I don't really feel them too much in solves. They keep the layers together, but at the same time, they don't make the cube hard to turn. And the last strength is its corner cutting. In my opinion, the MGC7 has pretty good corner cutting. It's pretty impressive given that it's just a 7x7, and hardware for big cubes is normally not as good. So I was pretty impressed by how much it was able to corner cut. But the MGC does have some weaknesses, and I'm going to talk about those now. The biggest weakness is popping. So the MGC line for the 5x5, 6x6, and 7x7, all of their cubes are prone to popping if you turn a bit inaccurately. So normally a center or two just pops out, and it's not a big deal, but it will slow down your solve. It doesn't happen too often for me on this cube, but I do have tighter tensions, so that might be a reason why. Another issue is the outer layers sometimes lock up, so this is detrimental to 3x3 stage where all you use is outer layers. I don't think the outer layers are as good as they could be, because I can't turn as confidently on them. And the last issue is stability. Just overall, MGC cubes are less stable, more fast. It's just a trade-off, you can't do much about it. The Spark is slower, but a lot more stable. So it's just a matter of preference on which one you want to get. If you prefer stability, then the Spark. If you prefer speed, then the MGC7. Personally, I prefer speed because it helps me turn faster, so I'm going to main the MGC7 for now and see how that goes. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. If you want to buy the MGC7, then you can get it at speedcubeshop.com and use my discount code JavaCuber for a discount on your entire order. Bye!